My kids, especially one of my sons, has really been asking for pizza for a while. So I'm glad to make this at home. Of course, gonna save me money, and we're gonna put as much toppings as we want. So here I have the stuff for making my pizza dough. It's a yeast-based thing, so I have yeast, sugar, salt, oil, warm water, and flour. All these ingredients are going to be in our website together with the measurements. As for the toppings, I'm mostly going to go with chicken sausage today, but I also have some olives here. I have mixed some peppers and onions here. And then for the sauce, I'm going to use tomato paste, garlic powder, black pepper, and oregano. It's so easy, so quick. So I want to make this fast because the dough needs time to proof. It's gonna be so fun. Oh, I have some cheese, some grated cheese that's chilling in the fridge because I didn't want it to melt. Yeah, let's do this. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 amazing pizza variations that you can make at home. But the main thing you need to know is how to make the pizza base. You see the bread where you put all your lovely topping. That's the main thing. It is very easy, as you can see. I've used this recipe so many times, you guys. Just check it out. It's on our website. And the other thing that you need to know is how to make the tomato base. See that red tomatoey thing that we put all the rest of our toppings on? That one. And I found the easiest recipe, which I'm going to share with you. Once you have those 2 down, you will be an expert pizza maker in your house. Now, what I have done in this video is I have gone and collected all my pizza recipes that I've ever done and put them for you in one accessible place, because I noticed that a lot of you are looking for those pizza recipes, and it was like, okay, watch this video here, make one pizza, watch this other video there, make another pizza. So I decided to just put them all together for you. So you'll see some oldie but goldie recipes here that I made back in the day, but they are still as delicious. And the one that I'm most excited about is a pizza that everybody argues about. Everybody argues about whether this should be a pizza or not. And it's not what you're thinking. So you want to stay tuned. And then in the end, you can tell me whether it should actually be called a pizza. So the first pizza that we are making is chicken sausage pizza, all right? You can use any type of sausage, by the way. You can, whatever your heart desires. The most important thing, and why I like making my own pizza at home, the main thing is that I can put as many toppings as I want. Because have you ever gone to buy pizza and then you're finding there's one piece of meat here and the other one is there? There, you need a binoculars to see it is so far. No. I like making my own so I can put as much toppings as I want. Now, when it comes to these, the tomato base, I liked the idea. I love this idea of just using tomato paste. Instead of starting to cook tomatoes down from scratch and everything, just get a can of tomato paste, put it hot, and then put oregano, put garlic powder, put whatever spices you want, put some salt, some pepper. What I forgot to show here, just a little bit of water to make it just slightly runny. And let me tell you, it tastes just as if you had made it from scratch. And then put a little bit of sugar so that we can reduce the acidity just a little bit. And that's it. Boom, bam, boom. Cook it so that we can cook off the raw tomato taste. And you have your tomato base to go. It is so easy. Literally takes 5 minutes. So delicious. and our dough has proofed beautifully. I love proofing in our air fryer because it has that ferment function. But you don't have to do this. You can just put your dough in a nice warm place in your kitchen, even in your oven. Let's say you're cooking something on top of your stove, put it in the oven. It's warm enough. It's going to proof. It will take like an hour. If by an hour it hasn't doubled in size, no problem. Just give it another half hour to go and it's going to poof up very beautifully. And the way I measured this dough is that from every dough I'm going to get at least 2 or 3 pizza bases, sometimes even 4, okay? Because my family is large, y'all. We love giant, humongous pizzas. By the way, in case you are new here, welcome. My name is Suzy, and on this channel, we are making motherhood magical, mostly in the kitchen, but also in various just other ways. I love making delicious recipes like this. And if you're new, we love visitors. Kindly consider subscribing to join our growing family. I have an aim of getting us to 200K, at least latest by the end of the year. If we can do it by the end of next month, I mean, why not? Absolutely, why not? And for my OG guys, I'm always so happy to see you. Please remember to like our video and also just leave me a comment. Let me know which of these pizzas is your favorite, which one is your favorite flavor, and also if we missed one that you'd really like us to do, let me know. So I am putting the pizza base on a piece of baking paper because I learned that the best way to do this to get a really nice crispy bottom on your pizza is to also preheat the baking tray. So as I'm preheating my oven, I'm also preheating the baking tray. So I'm putting it on this baking paper so it will be easier to transfer it to the baking tray once it comes out of the oven. You will see, like in the older videos, I had not learned how to do that before. So yeah, with time we keep learning and growing. And please, if you can put as much cheese on your pizza as possible. I mean, pizza is equal to cheese. You know, let me just tell you guys. Personally, for me, I think I could just have a pizza that's just made of cheese. I've seen places where they do that in the West, and I'm like, I could get done with that. I love the idea of just having so much cheese on a pizza. Oh my goodness. Just cheese and nothing else? Yes, please. But here, I'm also putting sausages, as we said. I'm putting olives, so many vegetables, because this meal, we are not going to have vegetables. Pizza is an all-purpose meal. And she is done. How beautiful does that pizza look, you guys? How amazing. And yes, I made 2. I mean, I'm feeding 4 children, 4 growing children, plus 3 adults. Of course, I'm going to make 2 very large pizzas. And sometimes when I compare like the price of buying pizza out there versus the price of making it myself at home, you can't compare. You cannot. And here we're having 2 giant pizzas with as many toppings as we want. Yes, please, delicious. For my piece, I like to have it with a little bit of chili. Here, I sprinkled it with cayenne pepper and it's delicious. Absolutely amazing. Did you know that you could actually freeze pizza dough? Did you know that? Yes, that's what I'm doing here. So I made a huge batch so that next time when my family is craving for pizza, I'll just remove this from the freezer and then put it in the fridge to thaw overnight. And then once it's completely thawed, leave it at room temperature to just poof out again, and boom, just spread it out, put whatever toppings. And then also, I'm freezing whatever is left of the tomato base so that it be so easy to just get that going. And what I love about pizzas, you can also get whatever is left in your fridge. Like, did you have a chicken stew last night and it's left over? Put it on that base and boom, bam, boom. Your kids are loving it. So the second pizza that we're going to make today is a chicken barbecue pizza. I love this because it's different. It doesn't use the tomato base that we've just used. It uses barbecue sauce as a base. I absolutely love this. And it's something that even when we're buying pizza out in the shop, we normally will order for something with a barbecue base. But did you know how easy it is to do it? After grating my cheese, the first thing I'm going to do is to marinate my chicken breast. Easy peasy. I just put a little bit of olive oil, some paprika, garlic powder, and then shake it up. Don't forget to put the oil because we don't want it to just burn in the oven. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the oven to just grill or roast or bake in the oven until it's nicely cooked through and through. Before that, I want to brush it some barbecue sauce so we can start getting that caramelization on the chicken, and then we are going to put it on the pizza dough. It is honestly one of my most favorite pizzas because it's different, and as I said, I'm really going to be generous with the toppings. Just wait and see. The most important thing is to make sure your chicken has cooked through and through, okay? Ain't nobody wanting out here to joke with salmonella. So make sure your chicken is cooked through and through. And let's give a shout out to our old kitchen. Yes, it served us well when it existed. We loved it, okay? So now look at my chicken breast, so nicely cooked. The only thing that remains is to chop it up in strips, pack it, pile it, absolutely pile it on my pizza base, and then let me show you what we're going to do. So as I said, for the base of this pizza, we are going to use barbecue sauce. And I'm talking about the one you buy from the supermarket. Ain't nobody making their own barbecue sauce from scratch because pizza is one of those meals that's supposed to go like very, very fast. So after the barbecue sauce, we are putting cheese again, plenty of it. Whatever greens you can find here, I'm putting green peppers. Put our nicely cooked chicken. And then more cheese, please. Thank you very much. Can you see the toppings on this pizza already? So rich. And then we bake it. Tell me you would not pay good money for this. I mean, And let me tell you guys, as we make this beef meatball pizza, let me tell you guys, okay, let me just confess. I did not have pizza for the first time until I was a full-fledged grown adult, okay? I was an adult in college and I always used to see pizza on TV and I was like, when I grow up, yes, I'm going to putting mayo in your meatball recipe as you're mixing because it comes out so juicy on the inside. So please try it out. Some of the things that I think we take for granted are things like this, or some of the things our children take for granted. These children cannot even comprehend. They cannot comprehend the fact that we didn't have pizza until we were grown up, okay? The fact that I did not have a phone until I was 22. They're like, what? How did you live with that? Yes, we did. Shout out to pizzas being available in our homes any day that we want. And what I'm doing here, because I also want to be able to make this pizza a few days from now, I'm actually putting the extra meatballs into the freezer. And boom, bam, boom. Here is our delicious beef meatball pizza. And as you can see, the meatballs are cooked through and through. Okay, yes. Now let's just start fighting. Let's start arguing. Let's start just going at it because I have never understood the people who say that pineapple does not belong on a pizza. I've never understood those people because I want you to tell me why. Tell me whether you have ever tasted a delicious Hawaiian pizza. I remember we were talking about this when we were talking about the various yogurt flavors, if I'm not wrong, and we talked about the cocoa pine where you put coconut and everything. Anyway, check out that video. Fantastic flavored yogurt that we don't use any artificial flavors. I love that. I love that video so much and those recipes. Anyway, now I've had a lot of humans saying that Hawaiian pizza should not be a thing. But I always look at them and I want, really? What do you have against Hawaii? What do you have? You know, some of us have grown up dreaming to go to Hawaii lives, and this is the closest we've ever been eating a Hawaiian pizza. Why are you against our dreams? Okay, that's what I think in my heart. But I think it is just one of those things that people need to taste, because even as I was making this, my kids are like, ew, why are you putting pineapples? Ew, oh my goodness, ew, until I make it and then I make them take a bite and then they're like, okay, it's actually not so bad, by which they actually mean it's actually very, very delicious. Please try it. I am making the most delicious vegetarian pizza. And let me tell you guys, I think it's when you're making like such a huge batch of pizzas in your house and you want to have like, I think this is a very nice thing to do when you're hosting guests. Just make a lot of pizzas for them. I think it's important to always have one that is vegetarian and put whatever you want. Like I'm putting mushrooms, I'm putting peppers. I'm telling you, if I had peas, I would put them there as well. I would also put like broccoli. Yes, I said it. Let me tell you, if you want your children to have broccoli, put it on pizza. They will gulp that thing down, okay? I would even put grated carrot if I could. You can't go wrong with it. And then it gives your guests or whoever you're serving options. Because some people may feel, oh, you know, this is so much meat and everything. This one is going to be delicious because it has so many vegetables. And the mushrooms, once they're cooked, they kind of sort of like give a texture and taste of meat. So yeah, it's a win-win. And then pile the toppings. As I said, I can't say this enough. You're making this pizza in your own house, in your own kitchen for your own people. Pile as many toppings as you want. And the best part I loved about this one is that I'm also topping it with mozzarella cheese, like huge chunks of it, so that also the vegetarian people can get like a lot of protein from the cheese and everything. And it is a winner. It is so easy. So as I said in the beginning, only 2 things you need to learn. The main things to learn is how to make your base and how to make your pizza tomato sauce. That's it. Okay. Let me know which of these 5 amazing pizzas is your favorite. Let me know which one you're going to try. And if you want to see how to make amazing delicious breakfast meals for your family, check this video over here and I'll see you over there. Bye.